Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Robert Potter, author, speaker, and contactee of the Pleiadians and the Venusians. I'd like to invite you to my Mount Shasta Summer Conference this year in Mount Shasta, California. I've been having this conference for 10 years. It's the largest conference in Mount Shasta every year. There are many other groups here. Mine ranges from 250 to 350 people over the 4 day span of my conference. So I've had some very exciting news in this series of posts that I'm putting out on the promiserevealed.net, my website. So let me take you to that website real quick so you can see where to go to check out um, what's going on my at my conference. So here we are. Actually, this pops up after a couple minutes. I do suggest you sign up for my Inner Circle newsletter if you haven't already. Uh, this is my homepage. There's lots of information here. And if you click this or you go to the Mount Shasta Summer Conference, it's going to take you to another page here. And this is what I'd like to talk about. This summer conference here has been taking place, and we have a lot of incredible things. Right now, the tickets will be going up on the 9th on Tuesday to $300. Right now, it's unbelievable, but you can get four tickets for you can get one ticket for 4 days for $250. If you would like to camp for 5 days, you can add another $200, which is going to save you on motel rooms or hotel rooms for those who are a little more rustic and like to camp. So I'm going to take you through this, and I have a couple important updates to share with you all. For those of you who are fans of Dr. Scott Warner, a regular at my conference, an incredible doctor who healed cancer in his first residency in the emergency room and was kicked out of the medical establishment. He was healing people on his own. They arrested him. They put him in jail. They wouldn't let him out. A great light worker who started having contacts with the Ascended Master Saint Germain, tremendously powerful brother. And he passed away um, last month, very quickly on his way to heaven. His wife, Vicky, carries on, and I salute and send respects to him. We are dedicating this year's summer conference to Dr. Scott Warner, as well as to Celestine Isha Starr, a light worker in Northern California, who used to come and speak to me about her experiences with her contacts from Sirius C. I found out after her death, she never revealed it to me, but she was a member of the inner circle of Valiant Thor's Victor 1 spaceship, probably comprised of 3 men and 3 women and 6 extraterrestrials, Unaya, uh, Valiant Thor, and probably another individual aboard that craft that advised the Venusians and the Galactic Confederation of Light about what's going on. So we'll be dedicating this year's summer conference to them and, of course, to all of you people who are coming to my conference. So this is the actual summer conference page. It's a website within a website. I suggest you look this over very carefully and read all the information. These are my speakers. Many of you will note that Dr. Scott Warner has disappeared, as so has Alex Collier. Alex Collier and I will be doing an interview on the 29th. He apologizes, but he has decided to stay retired. There's a lot of things going on for him personally. He's still under attack. We have some incredible speakers. Dr. Raymond Keller, who lived on Venus for 2.5 months, Vivian Chauvet, an Arcturian contactee, myself, a contactee of the Pleiadians and the Venusians, Louis Martens, one of the most prolific, profound spiritual contactees from South America, along the lines of Ricardo Gonzalez, Sixto Pacto Wells, and Louis Martens are a very strong triumvirate of Spanish-speaking contactees. Louis is probably the most experienced in interdimensional experiences. He's been inside the inner earth in the Great White Brotherhood in South America, in the Andes, beneath the Lampu, in the Secret Valley, kind of like Shambhala in the story. He traveled up and went down along with 2 other people. That's an amazing story. Dr. Kiva Maketi Fall Uh, uh, he's a Dogon elder from East Senegal. He has a doctorate, a PhD, and a master's, and he speaks about 9 languages and plays 12 instruments. He'll be giving a drum circle, and he speaks with absolute authority on the Nomo people from Sirius C, probably where Celestine Isha Star came from. Brad Olson, of course, Deborah Gusti will be doing an Ascension conference. Lily Nova, a contactee in her own right who started during the COVID pandemic and has received a tremendous amount of information from her own contact experience starting in like 2019. Haruko Blue Star, one of the most talented voice and a flute people, a very special energy. I strongly suggest you look at her workshops. She'll be at the opening ceremonies. Jane Masteller, an astrologer extraordinaire. Paula Venus, a local tour guide who's had some tremendous experiences on the mountain, will be sharing things. Frank Chili, a good friend of mine, who introduced me to William Tompkins, who I introduced to Michael Sala. He introduced me to um, many other people. Dennis Adams, a very famous healer who always come to my conference, who lives close by. Hans Dietrich, quite an interesting researcher, just got back from Mexico. Twin Ray is a couple, and they do have a very spiritual vibration. And some people have said, "What are they there for?" They have, it looks, because they wear white, and they do have some followers, a little bit focusing on them as personalities. But I've spoken with them. They're very nice couple, very genuine, very young. And he himself has had, and her both have had experiences with the Mahavatar Babaji. They spent time in India with him. And I also had an experience with Babaji in 1978. Babaji initiates people from the earth into the cosmic masters, and they also have had some spiritual experiences in extraterrestrials. I'm not sure if they'll be talking about that. Higme Risman, another contactee, a friend of mine. He's remaining anonymous. He practices Buddhism, and I took him to South America with Louis Martens, and he's been having contacts. You look at his videos in his autobiography, and there's a tremendous amount of spaceships show up for him daily. He's having great contacts. He's quite private, but he'll share about his contacts. Lorian Fenton, the head of the MUFON down in San Francisco area, a regular at my conference. Marcella Velasco, a real contactee of the Andromedans. Dennis Adams has had contact. Frank Chili. Almost everyone here has had contacts. Antonia Harmon, a woman from England, a new person on the scene, quite powerful, has her own experience. Laura Eisenhower happens to be on the last. She was one of the last people to join the conference, and we just, not any disrespect to her here. We do need volunteers. So I want you to read this. Let me show you what we got going on here. I showed you, you want to go to the speakers and you want to see their bios and learn what's up. You're going to go here and you're going to read about them. They have links and their workshops and what they're going to do and the prices. We will be putting those up. This is blank right now, but we will be putting it up. The schedule is probably going to come up a bit later as well. So this is talking about the summer conference and what's taking place. And if we go back to the summer conference here, and we're going to see if you want to volunteer, okay, we need volunteers still, folks, and you get a free ticket. So there's some things that you can sign up for, and I'll tell you right now. Number one, if you have Airbnb and you'd like to host a guest, you get a free ticket. Okay, that means you will provide lodging for them in the city of Mount Shasta with a private room. They can have a shared shower in the bathroom, but they have kitchen privileges throughout the house. They'll be pretty busy at the conference. You won't see them much, but that provides you one ticket. If you're interested, I can't promise you who you're going to get, but you will be able to probably get a free ticket for if you will host a speaker. I need some people. This is a pretty easy job. You're going to be sitting at the door, monitoring wristbands and taking care of some minor things. You'll also be checking the trash in the main building, and we do have some bathroom checks throughout the day. Now, we're looking for basically men, young men, healthy men. There's a lot of lifting, and women have asked. And I did accept a woman. She's quite large and strong, but we're looking for people who are healthy, can lift chairs and carry, climb on ladders. Um, no disrespect to women, but this is kind of a man's job. You're working pretty hard on the 17th before the conference, and you'll be also working hard on the Sunday, the 21st, and in the morning of the 22nd. So these are requirements to have these positions. All positions must fill out this form at the bottom and mail it to me and send me a $100 non-refundable check. I can't have people promising to come and then not set up. We're going to have this may be changing. I'm not sure. The kitchen tea monitors. I was going to have a catered organic person. I think it was a little too much for them. They weren't able to step up and give me the information I needed in a timely manner. So I'm going to be offering various menus with various restaurants around town. It will be semi-catered, but I will need people to help serve this food. So this position description may change. We are looking for two more sound and PowerPoint techs. These will be 6-hour shifts. You'll have 3 6-hour shifts, but you'll be in the main room, and all you'll be doing is putting on the microphone and making sure the PowerPoints work and run smoothly. Okay, now we have another thing. Because we're on site at this campsite, we have large bathrooms. We have 5 showers and 5 bathrooms on the men's side and the women's side. And in the main hall, we have 2 large showers and bathrooms in the main hall. So we actually have like 6 showers and 6 bathrooms available, and even more if we need it. So these particular positions, that I have to redo this whole video because I'm not sharing screen, am I? Oh no, I am sharing screen. Hooray. Okay, so these showers need to be checked, prepared in the evenings, and then restocked in the mornings. And then after the morning rush around 10 o'clock, we're gonna have some people who are going to be cleaning up the showers, wiping down, and keeping everything kind of clean and up and running in the showers. And you'll be monitoring the trash as well. We're going to have trash around the campsite. It's really fun up there. It's beautiful. We also have some shuttle driver positions. Not all people can camp on the site, and we'll be explaining that when you get there. If you have a nice car, if it's licensed and insured, we're going to have you be working some shifts from the location at the camp, and you'll be driving people to 2 locations not too far away where people will camp and will be coming and going to the Mount Shasta Summer Conference. Also, this is kind of a position before the conference on the 17th. We need a slew of assistants. We like to keep these as women. They'll be working with my primary manager, Jagat Rainbow. She works at Conscious Life Expo and at Contact in the Desert. She's an old friend of mine from Laguna Beach, and was very much involved in the spiritual hippie movement with me in the 70s. Another woman from Laguna Beach, Renee Goff, will be also helping. And we need you to spend some hours, probably 4 hours on the 17th. And you'll be working and setting up all the check-in with all the names and everything at my personal home. You'll be printing out things and preparing a bunch of lists for people who will be checking in, not only on the 17th early. You wanted to come and check in early and get your wristbands so you don't have the rush on the morning of the 18th. At about 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, we'll send that message out, and you'll be able to get my home address and come by, and the women will meet you out front and check you in. So we're going to stop all ticket sales. They're going to stop about 7 days before the conference. So everyone has decided if you're going to buy tickets after that, we will have tickets. You'll have to pay cash, and the price of those tickets will be $350. They're going up to $300. They started at $2. They're now to $300 starting on Tuesday the 9th. Still a great deal for 4 days in the beautiful Mount Shasta. Where do you see the workshops? So we now need parking and security. Generally speaking, this can be women and men. You need to be healthy, be able to run around and show the cars. We are having a very few large camping spaces for campers. We're almost full. I think we have 5. We have 3 positions. If you have a very large camper and like to park on site, it's a little bit of an extra fee, but you can park them. Everyone else will be parking in cars, and not all cars can stay on the website. We will have shuttles to be able to take you nearby, and one place about 1 or 2 miles away and another one 7 miles away. So we're going to have all kinds of shuttle and parking that will all be explained on the website. We recommend you carpool if you can come with friends. So we'll have security down by the bridge, and everyone must have wristbands before they come in. We will be able to bring in anybody with handicapped and speakers. We'll have a special parking lot, and handicapped people will be able to come on site if they have actual stickers of handicap. They'll be able to park in primo places as well. We have lots of room for vendors. So check these positions out. If it's too much money, if you can get to Mount Shasta, by golly, we can use you. These positions will fill. So you have to make that commitment and give that $100 prior. So let's go. Say you want to come in. What do I do, Rob? Where do I go? Where do I stay? So here we go. Look at where to stay lodging. Look at that. I've got every hotel, motel, Airbnb, campground, vacation rentals, Airbnb. You make your choice where you're going to stay. You can go to, these are some campground directions that are up on the mountain quite far away, about a 40-minute drive. This is Bunny Flat, another free campground, but beautiful on the mountain, 45 minutes. We look up here and we have Bunny Flat Campground, and this is the best option might be, besides my campground, is Lake Siskiyou Campground. They have bathroom, showers, restaurant, laundry, showers. It's a big campground. A lot of people there. It's quite noisy at night. You can have fires, lots of kids. Occasionally a bear will tromp through there too. Where do you come in? The best airports are Redding, California, the closest, Medford, Oregon, an hour and a half away. San Francisco, boy, that's a 5.5 hour drive, a rental car. It's quite a roll. If you want to come into Sacramento International Airport, it's only 3.5 hours by rent-a-car. So those are your choices coming in. I've got it all covered, folks. So let's talk about facts. Something came up recently about some of the facts. Are there refunds? No. If you're unable to come, you can always resell your ticket, or you can use it next year. I give no refunds. It's like a Paul McCartney conference. Oh, my car broke down. I want my money back. Not going to happen. Are there ID requirements? We really would like people over 11, but children can come. We just ask that the baby, we love children, but we ask that they, can I bring animals? Um, we really don't want pets there. They can get, I love animals. I had a dog. I've had cats. I love them, but we prefer they don't come. Now, some people have had pets if they're very small, like Alex Collier brings a pet. Large dogs, older dogs, blind dogs who are going to bark and have problems, we don't. You can call me personally if you really need to bring your dog, if you really do. We'll bring them in, but you're going to be under some restrictions. In other words, if your dog has to be on a leash the entire time, if you're okay with that. If your dog is barking, you have to remove it immediately and take it away. If it attacks another dog or interferes with another person or bites, it's going to be restricted from the personal area. We prefer you keep your animals at home, but it's okay. Smaller dogs, very well-behaved dogs that can follow the protocols will be okay. Now, if you made a ticket purchase and you didn't mean to, within 72 hours, I'll give you a refund, no problem. After that, we're not giving it. So your ticket is transferable. You find someone. Okay. We want to recommend you bring your own cooler if you would like. You can use, there is a kitchen on site, a large kitchen. It will be restricted to certain hours. Okay. So those are some things you should know. So we've talked about the volunteers. We've talked about that. Let's talk about the wonderful venue in Methodist Camp. Um, as I said, Alex Collier won't be here. He regrets we'll be sharing information. And so I want you to look at the Methodist Camp venue here. So you can see this site. I've also have a video that you can check out. This is not the greatest venue. It doesn't really do justice to the beauty of it, but I'll show you the slideshow. This is a quick one. Some of you may not be interested in all of this, and you can move on to my next two videos that are quite, but it really just is not the greatest video. So they have a campfire. We have right next to it. So we do have a pavilion. This is where we will be having our thing. We seat about 250 people. There it is in the snow. There's a kitchen. There it is in the snow again. And sad they don't have very very good pictures. But oh, there it is. That's what it looks like. This is where we're going to have the outdoor vendors and myself. And there's other areas around here. Again, the snow picture. So yeah, pretty poor website as far as that. So I have created on my summer conference page on the Methodist Camp here. I'm going to go back here to show you what I have here. So that's their website. You can come in camping early on the 17th. You get down to my house, and at 2 o'clock, we'll be accepting your things, and you can come in with your car. You can unload and start setting up your camp, maybe go into town for dinner and come back and be snuggle into your beds before the conference. And we're discouraging check-in after 9 p.m. We will probably have a security there till 10 o'clock. If you came in while we were sleeping, we are asking that you contact us immediately and let us know where you're camping. Do not move any of the do not park areas because these are going to be monitored carefully. We have room for 100 campers. It's quite amazing. There's some longer trails if you're interested in hiking. Be aware it's completely dark at this area. Coming up the mountain, you will not see it. There's no lights on the road. We are 7 miles from any personal property on the mountain. We are surrounded by national forest. So you got to keep your food inside. We're not going to allow any fires whatsoever. You will be escorted off the property immediately and your ticket revoked. The only place that you can light fires besides inside your campers or your cars, you can't have a cigarette outside, you'll be escorted off, is down by the fire pit. So if you want to smoke, if you want to do that, you go down by the fire pit. Now, what to bring. There's no self-service up there, folks. You better get your things in order. I mean, you might be able to climb up on a rock, grab an aluminum foil, hold your girlfriend's hand, and reach over and see if you can get self-service. Very rare that you're going to get connection there. So be aware to take care of all your personal business before you get there. There's no roadside, so keep an eye out on the unlit sign. It's about 5.4 miles up, and I have a video that's telling you. So you need foldable chairs, cushions to sit on. You need scruffy clothes because some of our workshops are going to be in nature. We have a shovel that you can borrow to flatten out your area. You can put leaves and pine needles to make your area soft. Please bring flashlights. Bring your and be aware that you're walking in dark on uneven ground. It's not a very manicured website. Bring your bikes, your kayaks, your SUPs, your floaties, and hiking gear. And in case you also opt for the night watch, don't forget your smile, patience, and good vibes and pleasant demeanor. We love you, okay? We have trash drops throughout the camp, but we don't ask that you don't leave any food, that you just leave others. And there are bears. They have been around, but they're pretty rare. We will probably see some deer here and there, or other people will see them. So be aware there's no refrigeration space, but you can bring your ice cooler and we'll have a place for you to keep it at your website. We recommend you don't leave it outside because bears may smell it and come around. That's rare, but we recommend that. There's maybe some catering equipment there. You can't touch it. So here's talk about the toilets. We're going to have to ask you to follow the parking crew instructions. So here we have a video of the directions how to get there. And we're going to take you from downtown Mount Shasta. I'm going to run you through that real quick here. So this video, you start over here in town and
okay, folks, I'm showing you
so
the main
I'm
shopping
gonna
area
make
here
this view, but I
downtown.
just basically
This is called-
describe, you start from downtown. It's gonna take you the whole way and you're gonna get down to this area. There's a couple roads where you go. And we're coming up now to the lower parking lot near Lake Siskiyou. There's two lakes very close to this. And this parking lot is where some of you will be parking. We will have shuttles running up the hill in the mornings and in the evenings going down. We will have some shuttles going up to another parking lot later. I don't want to reveal that at this time, but it's only 2 miles from the venue. So you're going to come up here, and right here on the right, it's a sign. It says, this says Castle Lake Road. So you're going to turn left. It's kind of a hard U-turn. You might pass it. Some people have passed it. You get up here and you're going to go 5.4 miles up the road, and you're going to come up to the turn in at Mount Shasta Camp. There's a sign on that tree. And where you're looking here, this is on the right-hand side here, is where the check-in tent will be. It's going to be pretty busy in the morning. And actually, that's back here farther, sorry. So this is the turn in here. That's a blue sign. We're going to go up here to, yeah. So I forget where we're at here. So this is in the campsite. And I think this is the check-in. We're going to cross a bridge here. Anyway, you can follow this. I take you through the area and give you a little tour. And then also there's a further up the mountain here. I'm going to take you up to Castle Lake, which is nearby. That's a beautiful lake right there. There's a big parking lot, and you can go swimming here. It's incredible for lunch. It's going to be gorgeous. It will be very crowded in the peak season of July. So I just wanted you to be aware. It's an absolutely gorgeous venue and conference. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to having you there. Be sure to check in early if you can. We like to get people checked in on the 17th. If you're coming the 18th, no problem. Be there at 8:30. You're going to have to check in, get your wristband, get people parked. You can drop people off and then go park someone else and take a shuttle back. We have very limited parking, mostly for speakers, handicap, and campers. A few people will be able to finagle some places here and there, but when you leave them, they'll be open for other people to come in. So we've gone through the venue, the workshop schedule, and the schedule is not up yet. So I just wanted to give this out here. A lot of people have been asking questions. So Alex Collier will not be here. He'll be explaining that. We love him. And he'll be interviewing me on the 29th of April. We'll probably be out in August. And I will be interviewing him before the conference as well. There's a tremendous amount of new information coming out. So please check out my next videos. And I look forward to seeing you Mount Shasta Summer Conference. If you have any questions, you can always go to my website and call me. I'm available quite often for personal messages. You can ask me questions, and sometimes I can actually talk. If I'm driving or doing something, I don't mind chatting with you and helping you sort things out. One other thing I'd like to share with you, I should probably share here, is I'd like to get you to here. I'm going to show you my we're going to go to my email here, and let me see here. I'm going to share with you my what was I going to share with you? Oh, my Facebook pages. So I'm going to share with you my Facebook pages. We can go to my home Facebook page, and I'm going to show you. I have a Mount Shasta Summer Conference. Check this out. So this is my public page. I have a personal page, a public page, and I'm going to share with you the Mount Shasta Summer Conference. So guess what? You can make posts here. I'm going to be making a pinned post to the top And on this post, not only do I have the information here, but you're going to be able to connect with people who want to ride share. You want to fly into an airport and maybe share a rental car, even share a room in town. You're going to have to, you're on your own there, but you can contact people on this starting on about now. I'm going to put this up a post conference for all summer conference people. Say you bought a ticket and you really need the money, but I'm not giving it back because I've already committed your funds to paying for different things. You can use your conference next year. You can try to sell it to someone. If you bought it for $200, you'll probably be able to sell it for 300 and make a profit even. But you're going to be able to post here. Does anyone arriving on the 18th? I'm coming in. I'd like to share a rent a car, maybe share a room or ride. You can work all that out. Okay, so that's on the Mount Shasta Summer Conference page. So that was another important thing I wanted to share. I also have an Instagram page and other things as well. So I wanted to thank you all for tuning in to this video. I hope it's not too long, but you have everything you need now for the summer conference. Any questions? Always don't be afraid to call me and let me know. And we're getting down to the end. We're under 90. Well, let's see. April, May, June. We're about we're almost 90 days away. I'm not exactly sure how many days we are yet. Let me actually look. I think I have it on the summer conference page. If we go to the home page, let's see here. We go to the summer conference. It's kind of a fun thing here. You come all the way down, and we got 101 days. We're just over 3 months away. This is about the 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, you better get your tickets. So this is a beautiful picture here of Castle Lake. This is 1 mile from our venue. This is going to change here. Where the prices are going to go. I'm going to remove this completely, but the tickets are going to be $300. And if you're camping, the camping is 200. So 300 shows can be $500. So these are 4-day tickets. So let's say you go here, you're going to buy your ticket, and you have a choice of the ticket and the camping. 5 days camping, 4-day event for $450. That is a deal. Check out any other conference around in a boring, stuffy room with 15,000 sweaty people, a million booths. Mine is a very special event with contactees, and the sky watches are incredible. You want to buy your regular ticket, this will be $300. So you pick one of these. If you're camping with someone, I'm sorry, you each have to pay a camping pass. They charge me for the camping at the website. So, I mean, at the Shasta camp. So it's a better deal than you're going to get paying $150 a night in a motel room. But if you have 2 people, it might be more. It's going to be it'd be generally about $500 if you get the cheapest hotel in town for 4 nights. So you would save about $100 camping. I don't take care of that. You make your own travel arrangements, you get your own tickets. So again, I want to thank you very much for listening. We're having a very special conference this year. Please check out Higme Risman and Louis Martens, the videos. Louis' Skywatch is going to be off the charts. He's going to be having a Spanish-speaking event about a week later on the mountain. He speaks Spanish. We will have translators. There's a lot of people who are having direct physical contact. That's who I like to have at my conference. I love the researchers, the well-intended, the healers, the psychics, many other things. There's wonderful people here, but I focus on direct face-to-face contact and those who have met them and have images and pictures of them. So my conference is a little different. So if you're looking to meet the Telosians, who is a Venusian colony cloaked in the 5th dimension, I'm going to recommend you look at the other posts that's coming out with this post on my website. I've been asked by the Galactic Confederation of Light to share some messages, and on Easter Sunday, which my birthday falls on every 7 years, I had a very powerful experience with the God source. And it told me something, and I'm going to be sharing the Venusian messages. So if anyone wants to know what's really going on, I can tell you there's some big changes coming this year. The show is about to begin on disclosure. The governments are going down. No white hats, no Trump, no Q. Lots of things coming. I'm working directly with Ground Command, and I'll reveal that very soon. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, to listening to me here. And we'll see you in Mount Shasta. Anyone wants to know any of the information, please reach out to me anytime. I'm always available for interviews and sharing my information. God bless you all. God bless my speakers, especially my friend Raymond Keller, the Venusian contactee, and my dear friend Omnek, who has been calling me quite a bit recently. If you listen to my next talks in this post, in this newsletter, you're going to hear. See you in Mount Shasta this summer, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for listening. If you happen to listen to the whole thing, you did a great job. It's going to be quite boring, isn't it? Thank you so much. Bye.